babu wani kama da kai, ai babu wani.
Hello, you are welcome to yet another edition of Africa's Realities. As usual, my name is Mr. Johnson Yakubu Sani, and today I'm out with another video. And today I want to talk about the plight of Christians in northern Nigeria. I mean Christians that originate from northern Nigeria. And so we all know, the whole world believes that the northern Nigeria is a Muslim is a Muslim territory. Yeah, we have more Muslims in northern Nigeria than Christians, but I want to tell you that 40% of northern Nigeria is dominated by Christians. Why you see that we almost have an even Christian and Muslim population is because, yes, the Yorubas too, they have a lot of Muslims in Yoruba come to add with the Muslims in North and everything. And that is why you see, but in northern Nigeria, we have like 35 to 40% Christians as indigenes of northern Nigeria, and that is true. Now, I want to talk about the plight because the Christians of northern Nigeria are not having it really, really good, and I'll tell you why. But before I do that, I want you to subscribe and ring the notification bell so that whenever I come before you with a video, you'll be amongst the first to get to watch. And I want to welcome my returning subscribers for always keeping faith in watching the videos that I put all the time. Thank you for always coming back. And I don't put this video because of hatred or anger or anything, but I do these videos so that to balance things up in Nigeria, because in Nigeria we have to really live as a balanced nation, not everybody just thinking of themselves, and it's all the strong just for neglecting the weak, and the strong just go about just fighting for their rights, which is what is being played in Nigeria. And so without further ado, let's go to the main point of the day. Now, the northern Nigeria is a region that has three sub-regions. We have the northwest, the northeast, and the north central. We all know that 95% of the people of the northwest are Muslims. 95%. But when you come to the northeast, 40% of the people of the northeast are Christians. Yeah, I know you have these people from Yobe, Maiduguri, having mosques, but there are Christians in Yobe and Maiduguri. When you come to Adama, it's already 50-50. When it comes to Taraba, already Muslims is a Christian-dominated state. When it comes to Gombe is 50-50. And so there is a very huge number of Christians in northeast of Nigeria. Now, don't just talk about north central, because the north central, well, I'll say it's still 50-50 because of Igala and Ibira. Yeah, and again northern, yeah, Igala and Ibira. You know, they are added to the strength of Muslims in the north central, and that's why I will give 50-50 to the north central, because when you come to Plateau, it's a Christian state. You go to Benue, it's a Christian state. You go to even Niger is half. Maybe Muslim 45%, Christian, and maybe Christians. Maybe Muslim 55%, Christians 45% in Niger, because you have the Nupes, you have the Bagis, you have a lot of tribes in Niger that are Christians. Now, when you come to Plateau, make you not just talk, we all know Plateau is Christians, because 80% of Plateau is Christian. So when you come to, but it's only Kwara. Kwara, you almost have 80% of Kwara Muslims, because Kwara has a lot of Muslims. And then Kwara, Niger, 55% maybe Muslims. And then Kwara, Niger. And then Kogi, I think Christians are even still more. Though we have the Igalas and the Ibras, they have a lot of Muslims amongst them. But I think the Christians in Igala are more than the Muslims in Igala. But in Ibra, the Christians, I think the Muslims in Ibra are more than the Christians in Ibra. But when you even come to the other side, yeah. So let me just give Kogi 50-50 because of Igala and Ibra. They have a lot of Muslims. But generally, the northern Nigeria has almost 40% Christians. So it should be known that northern Nigeria is not a Muslim Muslim area. We have lots of Christians. Now, but these Christians are really passing through a lot. They are passing through a lot. I'll tell you some of the things that the northern Christian is passing through, so that we really have to rise up and really look at these things. First of all, like I said in a video that I published before this, I talked about settlers. There's one thing with the Hausa man. The Hausa man doesn't ever believe he's a settler. The Hausa man comes to, especially when the white men were the people that made him to go and settle in a place. Because the white men made the Hausa man to go and settle in a place. And the Hausa man forgets that we practice state of origin in Nigeria. So everybody has his origin. We don't practice state of residence. We practice state of origin. So the Hausa man is the only one that has turned someone's origin to be his origin. Number one, we all know it is the white man that has extended emirship even into Kafanchan. Having emir of Kafanchan. How can we have an emir in Kafanchan? Kafanchan is not a Hausa land. Kafanchan is not a Christian place, a Muslim place. So why is an emir? But the white man, because the Hausa man has already have a system of government when the white man came, and the white man extended the kind of government to the other Hausa man, so the Hausa man helped him to be collecting tax. Because he sees our people, we are decentralized. He cannot organize us to collect tax. He now brought an emirate from Zaria and extended it to Kafanchan because of tax. And he brought worker, and all of these are part of railway because he was using railway to steal the resources of Nigeria. And he brought a lot of Hausa people wherever there's railway, in Kafanchan, a railway, in Jos, railway, everywhere there's railway, he brought a Hausa community to help work in a railway. And the Hausa community that have been brought during colonial region, they are now fighting people, the real owners of the land, and you fight them. Now, how can you be fighting people that are the original inhabitants of the land? You came and you were settled. And you now claim the lands of the people as your own. And I want to ask the Hausa man, let's say the minority Christians, and they go to a place in Kano State or in Jigawa State, and they go to one local government in Jigawa State, and they cut one area, and they only them settle in that area. And all the surrounding villages of the entire Jigawa, that local government, belong to the Jigawa people. But little minute Christians go and settle there. And then they will start fighting all the Hausa Jigawa people and tell them that this land is our own. Nobody can do this to you, Hausa people, but you are doing it to northern Christians. You go to Zongo Kataf, you say Zongo Kataf is your own. How can Zongo Kataf be your own? How can Zongo Kataf local government be your own? If you people have settled in Zongo Kataf town, all the thousands of villages that are surrounding Zongo Kataf town, are they Hausa? They are not Hausa. They are the people. So those that land, and you start fighting political power, you start fighting this, you start fighting religious, and you tell the people that you must claim the land as your own. And nobody can come to our place and do that. That is cheating. Nobody can go to Kanu and cut off a land and tell the outside people that we must depart. This is our land. Because it is not us that come, it is our former fathers that come. Who told you that we practice state of residence in Nigeria? We practice state of origin. You have to go back to your origin. That is your state. Your origin is your state. So, the land grabbing, that is it. The Hausa man, they are out to grab all the lands of Christians. All the lands of Christians. Anywhere you go, Northern Christian, they are grabbing our lands. And the government is not looking at this. Everywhere. Entire southern Kaduna, from Rigachuku to Kujama, to Kaswamagani, to everything, they form a big town and they now say it is their land. And our people cannot talk. Christians cannot talk. And it is the lands of Christians. The same way they are fighting the Biron people in Jos. Because the white man came and settled them in Jos when he was building railway. Now they are telling people that Jos is their own. How? How can Jos be your own? How can someone from Kano has roots in Jos? What is the correlation? Now they are fighting the Jos people, they are fighting war with the Jos people, but the Jos people cannot go to Kano or Katsina and fight a war with Hausa man, but the Hausa man will come to Jos and fight a war with the people there in the same country. That is why when we talk, they are telling us, non Christians, we say, yeah, Igbo is our brother. Igbos are our brothers. Igbos are our brothers. Igbos, they don't kill us. Igbos, they don't fight us. Igbos, and we have the same religion with them. You people are grabbing our lands everywhere. The worst is that during this new regime of Tinubu, they brought Wike, and you people now say that Abuja is your own. Abuja is Hausa man land. Abuja. What brought Abuja to Hausa land? Abuja that belongs to Gwandara people, to Bagi people, mostly Bagi people, Gwandara, and a lot of different tribes, mostly Christians, 90% Christians, all kinds of tribes. None of them is Hausa. And the names of Abuja villages have been used in Abuja towns today. And none of the names sound Hausa. They are all Bagi villages. Wuse, Lugbe, Katankpe, Piwoi, Jikwei, all those names, all forms of names, Bagi village. And they retain all those names. And how is it that Abuja is Hausa man? So Northern Christians have to be careful, because this land grabbing of a Hausa man to extend his emirate, which is why a lot of people cry that they want to Islamize Nigeria. And they will say, no, they don't want. But they want to grab lands of Christians and take over the lands of Christians. And Christians cannot go and take over lands in their place. Christians cannot even venture and go and take lands in their place. But Hausa people are taking the lands of people. Now they are even fighting that Taraba. They have not, Taraba is their state. Taraba is their state. How can Taraba be your state? Is it that you don't want any Christian, Northern Christian? You want to annihilate the entirety of Northern Christians? You want to wipe Northern Christians out of Nigeria? That every land in Northern Nigeria is your land? Plateau is your land. Taraba is your land. The whole of Kaduna is your land. Everywhere is your land. That is not right. That is not right. This land grabbing has to stop. If people have accommodated you people, and you people have lived there, they accommodated your fathers, your fathers know that it is their land. You, the children, now you have come to fight war. It's either you must be politically, take over, or you fight war with the people. And you not tell people it's your land. It's your land. How is it your land when you were just accommodated? How is it your land because white man came and cleared a bush and said, okay, you people come and stay here. And then the local government now is your own. This land grabbing must stop. The land grabbing must stop. And the Hausa man must know where his land is. His land is in Bauchi. His land is in Kano. His land is in Katsina. His land is in Jigawa, in Sokoto. That's where his land is. His land is not in Kafanchan, in Jos, in Abuja. These are not his land. And if we Christians don't start to say this thing right now, it's going to be a very big problem in the future, because it is Islam that makes Hausa man to want to grab land. I think Islam gives him right to grab land. We Christians, God didn't say we should go and grab somebody's things and claim it's our own. But his God has allowed him to go and grab somebody's thing and annihilate the person and take over. But we have to be very careful. Careful. Baggies, you be careful. Hausa have already templates to take over your land because they saw Abuja in that land. How can they come and cry and say Abuja is their place? What a falsehood. Finally, I want to stop this video here. I just want to say, we Northern Christians, we really have to start saying this thing out now for people to know that they are settlers, so we are the original owners of these lands. And they can't come and start fighting war against us. Look at now, Northern Christians cannot go to their farmlands and farm in peace. We can't go to our farmlands and farm in peace. We have to fight this, fight that, fight cattle, fight Fulani, fight this, killings. To put our people in the perpetual hunger and lack is not right. It's not right. So we have to really stand up and let the people know that where is our place. They should know it's our place. They can't wipe out Northern Christians. They can't wipe out Christians in Northern Nigeria. You can't wipe Christians in Northern Nigeria. No matter how you want to go and be planting yourself in our place and then come out and be fighting war with us that it's your forefathers that came here, so the land is your own. It can't happen. It can't happen. So, Christians should really get up and take over their place. If not, it's Northern Muslims, especially the Hausa man, is out for land grabbing everywhere in Northern Nigeria. He's out for land grabbing. And we cannot be annihilated. We have to spend and defend what is our own. Well, thank you for listening to me. This is not a video against a Hausa man. No, this is just a video to tell the Hausa man no, he should know how to treat other people. It's not a hatred against Hausa man. No, but the land grabbing of other people, he should stop it so that because he knows that there's nobody born and everywhere that can come and grab land in his place. So he should stop going to other people's place to grab land and be fighting war with the people. And we Christians, we have to be very alert about these things. These things sound like a play now. You baggy people, it sound like a play now. The Islamic scholars say Abuja is their own, You people just keep quiet and you're looking at them. By the time they bring the war to you people, that's when you people will know. So you people have to start asserting who are the real owners of Abuja now. Even though Abuja is a no man's capital, but it's not the baggy that is fighting that Abuja is their own, it's Hausa. Why would they bring Wike? Abuja is their own, and the federal government is quiet. If it's baggy man that say no, Abuja is our own, the federal government will come against the baggy man. But Hausa man everywhere, Abuja is their own. Why did they bring Wike? Abuja is their own. Abuja is a Muslim place. Abuja is Northern Hausa man place. Why did they bring Wike? And they claimed Abuja, and they fought everywhere preaching to their people to come and take over Abuja, as if Abuja is is a Hausa man land. It's a template they show, and they will shoot it forward. So you baggy here, you have to come out, agitate, and tell the world to know that Abuja is your own. It's not Hausa man. And you are Christians, you are not Muslims. But thank everybody that's listening to me. Please subscribe and ring the notification bell until I come your way with another video. Be blessed.